Good morning. Please join me in hymn 352. Universalists, we believe that truth is larger than any one book or way. Religion and science go hand in hand. Integrity requires freedom of conscience. Diversity is something to celebrate. In the struggle for justice, we come alive. Our highest aspiration and calling is love.
Seek the essence, hold the essence, let the essence carry me. Let me flower, help me flower, watch me flower, carry me. In the Spirit, by the Spirit, with the Spirit.
We light this chalice to find inner peace, love for each other, and faith in ourselves. Also to be welcoming to whomever we meet and kind to all living creatures. So gather round this light of hope as we share this time together. Welcome to West Shore Unitarian Universalist Church. So glad you came out on this holiday weekend. We're so glad that people are also joining us from home. We have so much good that is going on. Check out the West Shore Weekly in your order of service about events coming up and how you can get involved. This service is brought to you by some members of the Tuesday morning Zazen group and also the newly formed Saturday morning Buddha study group. We will each be sharing personal reflections and then we'll guide you through some meditative experiences. While children and youth are dismissed to their classes, now let's greet each other warmly.
Good morning. My name is Jean-Luc, and we're here to talk about meditation. I have nearly 20 years Buddhist experience and have been fully ordained in the Chinese, Japanese, and Vietnamese traditions. I meditate each morning, which provides clarity and sanity to my life. Meditation keeps me grounded. Meditation keeps me sane. Meditation changed my life. I can't explain how it works, but I know that it does work. As an example, if I forget to meditate one morning, I notice it in how I act and how I feel. If I forget to meditate 2 days in a row, my partner, Valerie, notices it in my behavior. If I forget to meditate 3 days in a row, everybody notices it. Meditation makes a difference. It's been a very powerful influence in my life and has directed my spiritual path and paved the way to a life of service. I'm involved in hospice work. I'm a certified end-of-life doula, and I teach meditation at the Grafton Prison. Today I would like to teach you a loving-kindness meditation. With all the hate and anger in the world, this is a good meditation to practice. It's a way of cultivating a friendlier stance and compassion toward others and ourselves. So now close your eyes and take a deep breath, relaxing your body and mind. Place your hands over your heart's center. Cultivate loving thoughts on the goodness that is within you. Take another deep breath. In a silent voice, repeat after me. May I be well. May I be happy. May I know love. May I know peace. Take another deep breath. Think of someone whom you care deeply about, someone you love, someone that loves you. And with the image of that person in your mind, think loving thoughts for them. Now silently repeat after me. May you be well. May you be happy. May you know love. May you know peace. Take another deep breath. Now think of a person that is neutral to you. Think of someone you've seen but you don't know. Perhaps it's the local grocery clerk, a bus driver, or a neighbor. With an image of that person in your mind now, pause and think loving thoughts for them and silently repeat after me. May you be well. May you be happy. May you know love. May you know peace. Take another deep breath. Now, think of someone you don't get along with very well or someone you strongly disagree with. Perhaps it's somebody you're angry with or they're angry with you. Separate the person from the behavior and think about the image of this person in your mind. Got it? Pause and think loving thoughts for this person, not their behavior, for the person. Silently repeat after me. May you be well. May you be happy. May you know love. May you know peace. Take a deep breath. Now think of everybody here in the UU community, in the Cleveland area, in Ohio. Then expand it to think of all sentient beings everywhere in the world. Silently repeat after me, may you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all know love. May you all know peace. Take another deep, deep breath. With your hands still upon your heart center, return your loving thoughts of goodness that is within you. Take another deep breath and in a silent voice repeat after me, may I be well. May I be happy. May I know love. May I know peace. You can now open your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. We do this practice for ourselves twice because we are often the hardest ones to love. Consider doing this practice of loving kindness on a regular basis, and it'll grow your capacity for compassion. Dana is the Buddhist word for generosity. We practice generosity here at the UU by passing the plate, by doing fundraising, and helping those in need. Another version of generosity is the softening of our footprint on the earth. For example, do I turn the lights off when I leave the room? Can I walk or bike or take a bus instead of drive? Can I hang dry my clothes instead of using the dryer? Before a severe storm, do I take more than I need from the grocery store, thus depriving others who may also need bread, milk, and toilet paper? These are the ways to soften our footprint on the world. Please give this some thought. This offering will now be taken and gratefully received.
Thank you, Dave. That's one of my favorite songs. I would like to read a few words from Thich Nhat Hanh on walking meditation. Many of us walk for the sole purpose of getting from one place to another. Now, suppose that we are walking to a sacred place. We would walk quietly and take each gentle step with reverence. The earth is sacred, and we touch her with every step. We can train ourselves to walk with reverence. To walk in this way, we have to notice each step. Each step made in mindfulness can bring us back to the here and the now. Each mindful breath, each mindful step reminds us that we are alive on this beautiful planet. We don't need anything else. We have arrived at where real life is available, the present moment. And now we invite all to come forward in a mindful yet efficient way to share from the heart in our ritual of for all that is our lives. These are the joys and sorrows in our hearts. They will be shared with Kathy Strauser, the chair of pastoral care team, until Reverend McCarr returns. And then he'll take them into his meditations.
Hello, everyone. My name's Jacqueline. I'm pretty new here. I started coming last September, and rejoined in December. So I'm part of the Buddhist study group that's starting, and I'm here to share a few of the reasons why I meditate, a little bit of my story. So meditation practice for me is an ongoing science experiment that started with a small yoga class in the back of a New Age shop in 1997 when I was 17 years old. After an upbringing peppered with adverse childhood experiences, competitive sports, and high school party culture, the experience of relaxation and body awareness that I found in the yogic meditation, it deeply affected me and somewhat miraculously redirected my whole life. So for the first time in my life, at that time, I truly felt at ease. At the time, it felt like a divine intervention or an awakening to a past life knowledge. Instead of continued experimenting with drugs and alcohol that my friends were engaging in, I began experimenting with meditation, yoga, Reiki, spirituality, and personal growth. I started spending more time with my parents, caring about my health, thinking about how other people felt, and wanting to help people. I learned about all the types of religions from the public library. I started reading books on civil rights and learning more about the world because I wanted to. During my early practice, I saw meditation as a mystical religious experience. But then through decades of trial and error and experimenting with different religions, meditation became more like a refined science. As I matured, I became curious about the origins of meditation and the evidence of its effectiveness. Through education and life experience, I came to understand that there are many types of meditation, and that meditation provided a tool for observing my mind and peacefully, non-judgmentally updating reality. Just really saying, like, what's really going on right in front of me right now, and not just the projection that my mind was always running. My practice right now is to pay attention to the breath, watch it wander away, and then just bring it back when I notice it wandered. And I do that for around 30 minutes a day, most days, and then I sometimes don't do it, and sometimes I do, but I notice when I do it that my day is more peaceful. It's amazing that this simple practice works to reduce stress. It helps me develop insight. It softens my heart, and it unravels these tangled knots of emotion and thought patterns. It really works to kind of connect the dots of life in the background of my mind. And then I just wait. I'm like, oh, I know the answer to that now, even though I wasn't really thinking about it. It just connects the dots. So my take is that meditation gives your doing mind a calm task to keep it busy, while your being mind gets to rest and be present to the peace that's available in every moment. I encourage you to experiment with meditation yourself and see if it works for you. Thank you. Please join me in hymn 1009, the Meditation on Breathing, in the Blue Book.
I'll breathe out love. breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
I will now lead you in a guided meditation by Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh that includes periods of silent reflection. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, my breath has become deep. Breathing out, my breath has become slow. Deep, slow. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. I am not struggling anymore. Calm, ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release all my worries and anxieties. Smile, release. Breathing in, I dwell deeply in the present moment. Breathing out, I know that this is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. In, out.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Valerie, and I'm shorter than Jacqueline. I joined West Shore about a year ago, and I'd like to thank everyone for making me feel welcome here. I'm glad to share a few thoughts about meditation with all of you this morning. First of all, I'd like to point to an interesting psychological study that was conducted by Harvard University and the University of Virginia about 10 years ago. Participants in this psychological study were offered two alternatives. The first was to sit alone in a room with their thoughts. The second was to self-administer mild shocks while sitting alone. The results, published in the Journal of Science, showed that 67% of men and 25% of women chose to shock themselves rather than just sit alone. I think the researchers found those results rather shocking as well. As one concluded, many people are just not comfortable in their own heads. As a practicing Buddhist, I find this study both fascinating and relevant. Many of us have never befriended our own minds. Instead, we choose to escape in uncountable ways. Our cell phones, food, alcohol, shopping, death scrolling, possibly even self-harm. I began my meditation practice in my early 30s for several reasons, including family history. My grandmother committed suicide following a long period of untreated depression. She made her first attempt while living with our family and was found in an avocado grove after swallowing a bottle of Drano plumbing liquid. We discovered later that her mother had also committed suicide and was found in a cornfield. My mother became increasingly depressed in her middle years and turned to alcohol. My first serious depression and suicidal thoughts arrived while I was still in college. I was frightened enough to seek psychological, medical, and religious help. As I realized that my predisposition towards depression was likely to be ongoing, I resolved to do something about it, and I did not want to be dependent either on drugs or a psychiatrist's couch. So I took up meditation and yoga as a daily practice. Now, if you decide to start or restart meditation practice, don't expect it to be easy. Don't expect it to be difficult either. Just be curious and see what happens. In meditation, we simply learn to observe our thoughts and our feelings and find out what is going on. Eventually, we deeply realize that our states of consciousness are always arising and passing away, just like the weather. So why are we doing this? Consider this question. If your best friend wanted you to come and said, I need you to be with me, because they want you to be there, would you do that? Of course you would. Are you willing to do the same for yourself? Your own mind can be your greatest asset or your most serious obstacle. When you understand your mind, it can become a powerful ally. So are you willing to befriend your own mind? I'm happy to say that I have not had a major bout of depression in many years. I do take antidepressants for seasonal affective disorder, not defective, affective disorder during wintertime in harsh climates, Ohio being one of them. I encourage anyone who has depression to seek out medical care. I'm also deeply grateful for my meditation practice and all those who have supported it during my training years. And so, after 30 years of meditation, am I enlightened yet? Perhaps not, but I'm still very much alive. And I would like to share one of my favorite tips for meditation. As one of my teachers was fond of saying, there are no professional meditators. However, some of us have developed useful habits. One of my favorite is the mala. You'll notice I'm wearing one. This is called a neck mala, typically 108 beads. And I also have wrist malas here. So what would I do with such a thing? Well, typically when one uses a mala, one could be using it for any form of meditative practice, perhaps walking practice, bowing meditation, or seated meditation. One starts at the large bead in the center, breathes in, breathes out, and you move to the next bead. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you move to the next bead. But you don't have a mala. Well then, let's look at your invisible mala. Right here. You can put your index finger together with your thumb. We can breathe in. We can breathe out. Middle finger in. Out. In. Out. We've got a pinky finger. In. Out. Very good. Isn't that useful? And there are some wooden mullahs in the bookstore for those of you that would like to try this model, but your invisible mullah will never get lost.
Thank you, Valerie and Jacqueline. A sense of peace, hope, perspective connection, and uplifted spirits. I'm guessing that these are among the reasons that you come to church. These are also some of the benefits that can be reaped from having a meditation practice, and they can be enjoyed anytime, not just on Sundays. Countless studies and neuroscience research has proven that meditation has a positive effect, even changing the brain after only 30 days. So why doesn't everybody meditate? I believe that many people have given up on it because they haven't found an approach that really works for them. People have different learning styles, which means that certain routes may be better than others for taking in information. I have a theory that the same may hold true for meditation and other spiritual practices. One size does not fit all. The insert in your order of service lists a few practices that could resonate with each of the 3 major learning styles. Some of the techniques might work right away for you. Some may take lots of practice, and that is why they call it practice after all. And others may not work for you at all. You also might find that you are a combination of learning styles. So a practice that blends styles may be most effective. And if you're not sure what your learning style is, there are many free online questionnaires that'll give you some fast results. Also, a mindfulness practice engages all of the senses and all of the styles. During my recent stint as a worship associate, I shared a bit about my meditative journey, how sunset walks and the concentration of playing the piano helped me find balance and peace, how participating in a sangha helped me handle the loss of my parents, and how consecrating a mala with 40 days of meditation helped me establish a regular practice. At first, I thought that meditation was clearing the mind and being transported into a blissful state. When I was plagued by incessant thoughts, I would be disappointed and would criticize myself for not doing it right. Over time, from teachings, reading, and lots of practice, I have learned that meditation isn't about escaping from life. It's about becoming more present to it. Just as our beloved for all that is our lives ritual reminds us, we can learn to be with and even become grateful for everything, whether we label it good, bad, or ugly. I certainly relied on my meditation practice during my recent breast cancer treatment. Instead of feeling claustrophobic during MRIs, it kept me calm. It helped me relax and feel hopeful before and after surgeries. And meditation has certainly given me greater compassion and empathy for all of those who experience health challenges. I also thought that meditation was something that I did for myself. And at times, I felt guilty taking time away from my family or husband for sittings and retreats. Now I realize that my meditation helps others, not just me. Because I have become more patient, understanding, and accepting of myself and others, all of my relationships have improved. Meditation can have a ripple effect, spreading a sense of calm and ease to those in your presence. I'd now like to guide you through another practice. This is based on one from Tom Stone, and this is an open awareness or pure awareness practice. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Notice that with your eyes closed, you experience several kinds of things. You hear my voice. You may notice feeling your body sitting in the pew. You may notice other noises or sensations. And you will also notice that there are thoughts coming to you. Notice that the thoughts are like speaking. They don't come in one long run-on sentence. There are gaps, however brief, between the thoughts. Allow yourself simply to notice the gaps between the thoughts. Notice that the gaps between thoughts are truly empty. There is nothing there. It's just pure awareness without the awareness of anything else. Now notice that the thoughts that you experience occur in a background of silence. Shift your attention from noticing the activity of thoughts to noticing the silent background. As you notice the silent background in which thoughts occur, you will find that you can be aware of this background even while thoughts are coming and going. Allow yourself simply to savor that silent background. Immerse yourself in that silence. And if you find yourself absorbed in thinking, at the moment you notice this, simply bring your attention back to the gap between the thoughts. When you are ready, open your eyes. So if you are looking to start or strengthen a meditation practice, some strategies that can help are to engage in the practice at the same time every day and put it in your calendar with a reminder chime. Create a sacred space at home. Maybe there's a room or a corner of a room that you can set up with an altar, a pillow or cushion, and a light blanket. Use a power hour in the morning to set the course for the day. This time may include reading inspirational text, prayer, yoga, and meditation. Or bookend your day by beginning and ending your day with practice. Meditate with a group. There is something powerful about sitting with a group, especially when that group includes some experienced meditators. It's been my experience that it's easier to drop into a meditative state when I'm meditating with others. West Shore has a meditation group that meets every Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 9:30 in the fireside room and also on Zoom. Jacqueline and her husband are leading a Saturday morning meditation and Buddhist study group at 10:30. And that starts this coming Saturday. You can dip a toe in. Micro meditations count. You could use the sound of a cell phone notification or red stoplights as opportunities to become present and to focus on your breath. Or jump into the deep end. Going on a retreat is a perfect way to take the plunge into meditation. Our Tuesday group recently offered a half-day meditation retreat the last weekend in March. We'll be offering these several times a year, so stay tuned. I think the next one is October 19th. Our hope is that this service has brought you peace and given you ideas to create, sustain, or deepen a meditation practice. If you have questions or would like to explore further, please join us at 11:30 for a sermon chat in the fireside room. For extra encouragement, here's a lovely poem written by Kim Adamai, a member of my Massachusetts UU church. Okay, meditation. There's no right or wrong to doing this. Intention and love is what's needed. Do your best and breathe. Walk or read or weed. Sit quietly in lotus position or talk to a stray cat. Listen to the garden and the neighbors exchange or chant within a group. You choose. There's no right or wrong to doing this. Try. We'll now extinguish the chalice. Join me with, we extinguish the flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry with us until we meet again. And please join us in hymn 1031 in the blue hymnal, Filled with Loving Kindness.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be and at ease. May we be whole.
And please join me in a call and response benediction. May I be well. May you be well. May all beings everywhere be well. May I be happy. May you be happy. May all beings everywhere be happy. May I know love. May you know love. May all beings everywhere know love. May I know peace. May you know peace. May all beings everywhere know peace.